Yo, do us a favor and yourself a favor by hitting that subscribe button. Make sure to tap that notification bell as well so you can stay updated. Now let's get to the video.
This is iLLANOiZE Radio with Biko, Illinois Jones, and Pretty Riot going down right now.
It's iLLANOiZE Radio, Chicago's most valuable radio show, and as always, we bring you all the illest guests from around the city and globe. And today, we got Justin Cunningham, SocialWorks Executive Director, in the building.
Yeah, yo, drop some bombs on it too. Yeah.
I love your energy, man. I love the energy. I love it. How you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing well. You know, as well as you can be, 7 days out of an event. So I'm just coming from, 3 orientations today, team lead, volunteers, then vendors, and now I'm here. So, I'm on my marketing press run right now. Yo, we 7 days away.
Sheesh. I mean, has that taken a load a bit on you at all? Or you built for the grind?
Come on. I mean, I think, yes, I am built for the grind, but I do listen to my body. So when I need to sleep, I be sleeping. When I need to Netflix it out, I be Netflixing out. When I need to go for a walk, I be walking. But, it's definitely tough sometimes. SocialWorks is a small team. We got myself, Essence, and Carlos, our intern. So, we got, I know, right? And 5 initiatives, $11 million.
Wait.
Whoa.
All the work I see y'all doing around the city is only
3?
It's only 3 of us.
Okay.
So
What about Chance? Is he?
Oh yeah.
So that makes 4.
Yeah. But he not sending the emails like that. We send him a deck. He'll be like, "Yo, y'all misspelled received," and then, he'll let us do what we do. But majority day to day, it is us 3.
Wow, my brother to just learn that. Hold on. I gotta give y'all a round of applause.
Right.
To know that y'all are doing so much with just literally not even the amount on my fingers, less than 5, like that. That's amazing, man. And yeah, that's solid right there. So, I mean, before we even get into a night at the museum, let's talk about what you were doing before SocialWorks.
Oh, cool. Yo, I was a regular person. I wasn't doing no radio interviews. I was, born 79th Street, over east. So, my backyard is Rainbow Beach. That's the walks and stuff that I be talking about.
Okay.
Hell yeah. So over there, 6 bus 26, 79, if I need to get on the red line, that type of vibe.
Okay.
Skinner School, all that type of stuff. Then I went to college and majored in finance.
Okay.
So that was cool.
What college was it?
It was SUNY Fredonia in upstate New York. So very much the whitest place in America.
I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it.
I never heard of that.
I used to tell my friends, it was like, where are you going to school? And I was like, hey, I'm going to Fredonia, and they always was like, is that like a novel? Is that like a fantasy book or something? But no, it's an actual place where majority white people, go to school and learn stuff.
Damn.
Yeah, and it was great for me. It was great.
Fredonia?
I said it. Try again.
He say one more time.
Go ahead, I'm asking.
How did you find out about that school? Because it's so small. I feel like a lot of people go to a lot of I sure went to a pretty common school for somebody from Illinois.
Yeah.
So how did you find out about it?
That's a great question, and it also speaks to how much I might not have really been intentional about my collegiate journey. School was always school for me in terms of as long as I just get good grades, my mom won't get mad at me. So that's really what I was trying to do, just get good grades and still, be a young black person growing up in Chicago. So, it was like, yo, you got to go to college. And I was like, I guess, I guess. So I'm going to do it, because I didn't really know what else I could do, or I didn't think necessarily my other options was possible. So go ahead and do that. My sister is a big dancer. Mm-hmm. She teaches dance right now at Richton South, but she was looking over on the East Coast and Buffalo, Rutgers, all those places were really good places for dance. So I was like, no, she going over East. I'm going over East too. And that's how I found SUNY Fredonia.
Wow. I mean, let's talk about finances too. When did you find your love for being, for financial advisory and things of that nature?
Yeah, it actually happened with this dude named Mr. No, it wasn't Mr. Remus. Oh, I'm so sad. I forgot his name. But it was my high school math teacher. And I used to just be a regular kid. So I would write my stage name on my pieces of paper, for tests. Like, so instead of Justin, I would just be like JMC or like whatever thing I chose to be that day. And he scratched it out and wrote CFO of JP Morgan Chase. And I had never heard of what a CFO was, never heard of JP, never heard of Morgan, never heard of Chase. And it just kind of just opened up something. Because, of course, y'all didn't know, but I grew up in a single-family home. My mom was very sharing. So, like, when she was in debt, we all knew we was in debt. I ain't got it. So I'm like, damn, I'm learning about debt and sacrifice and stuff. But, like, the other side of it was, like, money don't always equate to debt and sacrifice. It could equate to security and more of security. So when he said there's an actual job, getting money, managing money, and spending it, I was like blown away.
Damn, that's shout out
the
to
power of teachers.
Right. Yeah, for the first time, I'm gonna say shout out to JP Chase Morgan. And other times, look, them insufficient funds. High to the mother. But other than that, that's a blessing, man.
It really is.
I mean, before we transition into this music break, what even led you to SocialWorks?
I want to say God. I mean, it was the community. Would I have known that I was going to be placed in a situation where I was going to grow up next to Chancellor Bennett, who was going to become Chance the Rapper? Did I know I was going to be in a household where regularly on Thanksgiving we was going out to serve other people before serving ourselves? Like, did I know that I was going to, in high school, meet Essence Smith? Like, a whole bunch of things kind of had to come together, and the pieces had to work to kind of create SocialWorks. So I wouldn't say that, like, it was like one day I was like, you know what, skip Wall Street and start a nonprofit. Like, the pieces were already moving. And when I got to college and was already doing service-esque work, I was finally in a place to be like, yo, we gonna start a nonprofit? Yeah. And I'm gonna run it, and that's how SocialWorks kind of took off.
Is your business struggling? Trying to get your followers up? No problem. You can advertise with us right now. Tap that link above. Now let's get back to the show.
But before the break, you kind of talked about how you guys came into SocialWorks. So you guys have been around since 2016. That's a long time. When you started, like, what was your beginning goals, and like how have you kind of come close to reaching them?
Yeah, I think there's still a lot of work to do. When we first started, of course it's always going to be about empowering the youth through arts education and civic engagement. But doing so, we wanted to make sure, like, institutions and, like, just these, like, powerful things that people have to go through, like the, hospitals and the public school system and just, like, different city authorities, they were just intertwined with community voice. And I think that we've come a long way when it comes to just making sure that we can pitch ideas to the city or these, like, crazy organizations and then be like, we've never seen it before, but we'll let y'all, take a chance, pun intended, for real. But, we done some really cool things with, like, the Illinois Department of Human Service. Of course, we're doing this crazy thing where we're affecting 51 schools with the Chicago public school system. And, I mean, we even did this wild thing with D-Case this summer where we had a Summer Smash slot competition where they gave us, like, they gave us $8,000. They gave us some money, and they were like, yeah, like, we want to create a pipeline where Chicago talent can get on stage with these, like, big festivals. And they trusted us to go ahead to build the mechanics behind it and, like, go ahead and execute it. So we gave, like, 3 artists $1,000, and they each got, like, a 15-minute set at Summer Smash, this summer. So, like, we want to do the same thing with Lollapalooza. We want to do the same thing with mental health, with school system. There's a lot of rich power in the community's voices, and a lot of times I feel like the community be like, dang, they got my message, but they just left me on red, and we trying to change that.
So you said, you all would like to do things like that with Lala and other festivals. So what would it take to get there?
I think definitely, honestly, just whoever the boss is to say, yeah, that's really what it'd be like, it's not like they need more money or this is even something that requires that much money. We just need somebody who is willing to not just plop festivals in different people's hometowns, but definitely create a festival that is going to nurture, you know, what is happening in that city. Because a lot of times, you know, Lala come in and it'd be like,
get the bag and run, pretty much. That's what they're doing, grabbing the bag and then getting up out of here.
Mess up the train schedules or the bus schedules. That's really all they do.
And it raises the price on the Uber.
The downtown be crazy.
Ubers come up that night, okay?
On everything. The numbers be going up.
The flights.
Look, everything go up. Everything go up.
Yeah, the city really profit off the festival, so that's true.
Yeah.
I don't receive nothing.
We don't get a dime. So now, from what I'm listening, so you started straight out of college with SocialWorks, or like how did that go?
I started straight out of college. I remember Chance coming up to RIT, or the Rochester Institute of Technology, which was right by my school. I left school because I was like, man, I love my friends. I want to see my friends. Like Common and Twister was opening for him now, and that was just like mind blowing at the time.
Legends,
I'm like, man, opening for you, Chano, and that's when I was like, yeah, I'm gonna run a nonprofit. And after that, I just started running bylaws, reading, you know, a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay. Well, look, it's Saturday. But I just want to know, like, what's your favorite initiative, like, that SocialWorks has? Because you guys do a lot. You guys have your hands in a lot. So what's your favorite one?
Golly, I love every initiative. But if I had to choose, which I do, I'm going to say open mic. It's always just something that's so grounding. You know, sometimes you get caught up in all these emails and other people being like, you know, no, you can't do this here. You know, there's so many like wild stories within SocialWorks. But going back to like where we started, having kids go up on stage and just be like, or show their business plan or something like that, it's just always like, yes, this is why I'm here. And then after when they be like, yo, Mr. Cunningham, I fuck with you. You know, I'm like, yo, I fuck with you too. You know, it's just, I just love that connection. And like, I don't ever want SocialWorks to be so elevated that people be like, no, we can't even reach SocialWorks. You know, I want the barbers, the beauticians, everybody to know, like, this is your nonprofit. Let's like scope Chicago together.
I mean, since we on that topic, how can people, you know, tap in and reach out?
Yeah, hit my line right now no, but really email us at info@socialworksshy.com. Also slide into our DMs. You know, we do have a number. I forget it off the top right now, but it is a Google Voice number that you can reach on Instagram. There's a lot of different ways that you can share and help build the SocialWorks mission, including volunteering, you know, all throughout 2023. We got a whole bunch of initiatives and events coming up in February and January. So, like, tune in.
So now, what some people I know want to ask, do y'all have a brick and mortar location?
No. We definitely, I don't believe in having a high overhead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need a lot of my money.
Finance.
Yeah, I need my money going back to the streets. You know, we're pushing like, and don't quote me on this, but like close to like 80 cents of every dollar goes back to the community with SocialWorks. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So like 20% going to salaries. 20 cents going to salaries and all that other types of stuff. So having a brick and mortar building is just like
take away from
you know, the kids or like a fax machine. Like, I'm gonna always choose the kids.
Leaky roof or something. Right. I see you. Okay.
Clogged up pipes.
That's what be happening too. Everybody in there like, John, I like working for him. It be cold in the mother.
Oh man, hey Chicago, y'all keep it locked, man. We speaking on initiatives. You just gave her your favorite, but we got a couple more initiatives we're talking about, as well as this event that's popping off the 16th. So y'all don't go nowhere.
Yo, what's up? It's your girl, Pretty Riot, and I need you to do one sminy. Yo, what's up? It's your girl, Pretty Riot, and I just need you to do one small favor for me. Head on over to your app store, search iLLANOiZE. Hit the first thing that pops up, because we the one and only, and download the iLLANOiZE app.
My question is, why the museum? Why y'all pick the museum for this event here?
Yeah, so I feel like Well, first off, it's a museum. You know, it's a museum, so it's already an inviting educational place. So it already hits a couple of pillars and a couple of priorities that we're doing. It's also a kid place, you know, so it's another checkbox hit. But also just because of, like, how you can produce it up, you know, the high ceilings, the arches, the architecture, like it's a naturally beautiful place, and like I feel like it's just a whole lot of open space, and we can go in there and be like Jesse White tumblers, do some flips. You know?
I can see that. I see that. Okay.
And y'all do got some tall trees that you all are showcasing too, so that makes sense.
Are the Jesse White tumblers actually going to be there?
Yeah, the Jesse White tumblers.
When I tell y'all, I love the Jesse White tumblers. I will watch them flip at any time, and I really think we need more black boys flipping.
Yeah,
period.
Yeah. They was a thing. I mean, they still a thing to me, but it's the thing like when I grew up, Joe, that was the lick there, Joe.
Sending them the bud and everything.
I don't even see kids. Now that you just said that, I'm
ready to see kids swinging off fucking tree humps and shit like they used to.
Like,
I don't see anybody.
Take them tablets and make your kids do some flips off some trees.
Yeah, take the mattress out. I don't see no more mattresses out like in the playground.
So I remember they tell we used to get teddies from them dirty mats. My mama used to be mad. Get off them dirty mats before you have teddies. We be in there in the lot just doing flips,
just trying out.
Right, like you can't do that. Dang, y'all just brought me back to the childhood,
bro. We was talking about this off air about the childhood things, and I mean even. Speaking of childhood, too, what I remember most, too, is field trips going to museums. You know what I'm saying? Especially the science and industry museum. And I don't really remember too much about the field. A little bit,
Museum
but
of Science
really Museum of Science and Industry is where it was at. Do you feel like, honestly, in today's time, with you all dealing with a lot of the community and especially the kids, the museum is still hold weight?
I think the museum still holds weight, and you know, I think the Museum of Science and Industry, especially, is under some sort of like transition. You know, they just got this wonderful like person of color woman who is the new, you know, president of Museum of Science and Industry. Definitely has a priority of moving the museum out of Hyde Park, you know, into different communities, you know what I'm saying, auxiliary style. So that's really cool, and I think that's a cool transition that we haven't seen, you know, definitely chilling in her, like, President's Corners, talking to her, seeing all these white men up there, and then, blow, you know, Chevy, you know, black woman, like, that's amazing.
Oh, I just saw a video on Essence page, but I didn't know what that was. She was like, look at all the recent presidents, and boom.
Exactly, you know?
That's dope.
Yeah, that is.
I love that.
But also, like, it's just like a generational thing. Like, my grandma was a volunteer there. I also had, you know, a whole bunch of field trips. And, like, our generation, sorry to say it, but we getting old. And it's time to show our little cousins, our kids, you know, that place. And I think that's what we're in right now with the Museum of Science and Industry.
And this is the 4th annual night at the museum. If I'm not mistaken, the pandemic kind of, like, did it delay and pause things?
Oh, without a doubt. Nobody was comfortable getting next to thousands of people, you know, but right now we're definitely cool that all of those restrictions have been lifted. People are more comfortable and more willing to just like interact with our vendors, each other, their community, and also some of the performers on there. It's going to be really cool. We got over 60 vendors coming out. We got over 10 performers going to be there. You know, we got raffles, giveaways. Like I was telling y'all, we got like just some things that we've never even imagined we're able to do this year in terms of like selling food, having small and medium-sized businesses from our youth entrepreneurs. We got Add To and Haven Studios putting up an actual music studio within the place. There's like a spa zone. We have Elite 23 coming in and transforming something for young girls. We got Double Dutch. We got... Man, I can't. Chance's movie, yo. I mean, like, literally, the Museum of Science and Industry is 400,000 square feet. We're taking every inch of that and just transforming it.
And this is for a day?
For a day. I mean, and even if we, like, take all the vendors away, like, we're even, like, just lowering the price of admission for the museum. And you can just, like, say you hate SocialWorks and everything that we do. Don't even mess with the vendors, but, like, go see all they exhibits then for $15. You know, you can't see the Lego exhibit for $15.
Exactly.
You can't see it, you know? So, like, very accessible, very fun. And then, like, go get you some free Uggs from DTLR. You know? That's the vibe.
Free Uggs?
Wait, hold on.
Hold on.
Wait.
Well, all right. I don't know how DTLR is showing up. I don't know. 2 years ago, DTLR gave everybody free Uggs.
Because I was
so
going to say, look, help me with my Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Right. Look. I'm getting the sizes now. Hold on. We finna pull up.
Free Uggs. I need
It's like,
that.
it's $15. You know, you come in, you're able to contribute to our Warmest Winter campaign, which is all about serving and benefiting the homeless. And then you just get to have fun with your family and definitely see Chance. Like, it's a lot of positive in there, especially if you're like, you know, community driven or anything like that. You know, it's going to be a lot of people in which you could take their card, work with, build with, or even like get in tune with their programming later on in the year. So it's a win-win on so many levels.
I again want to applaud you all because it's still in my head. It's 3 to 4 of you all.
That was finna go back to now we gonna rewind and go all the way back to the beginning. You just said 3 to 4, y'all putting all this together. Like, that's dope, bro. Like, that's dope.
So I gotta know, like, what type of secret sauce does your team have? Because for you guys to be so small, pulling off such massive things, like, what things do your team live by?
I think, I think for sure Chance sets a pretty high standard of like being the kid who we knew as Chancellor going to school with. You know what I'm saying? And now is like best friends with whoever knows what getting Grammys. Like, it's like it definitely instills in you anything is possible. Like, you don't even say no. Like, skip them, we're going to find a way to do it, even if they do say no. So that's number one. And I think number two is prioritization. Like, we got a lot of things coming at us all the time. So being able to be like, this one can wait till this week, this is now, you know, is something that I think, like, can make or break a business. And then also just, like, we're friends at the end of the day, so a lot of grace with each other. Like, having a whole bunch of things coming on you, like, on top of that, like, people be like, child of God, like brothers, sisters, boyfriends, girlfriends. You know, like, the last hat I'm wearing is executive director. You know what I'm saying? So, like, being able to just extend grace with each other and be like, all right, yeah, go be a daughter today. Go be a son today and get back to SocialWorks tomorrow.
I absolutely love it, man. I'm happy to have you here. I mean, again, you got to plug the event that's going down tonight at the museum. Let people know the date, the time, where they can get these tickets, and how they can continue to donate to SocialWorks.
Yo, so definitely come on out next week, next Friday, December 16th from 6 to 10 at the Museum of Science and Industry for SocialWorks' 4th annual A Night at the Museum. Chance's movie will be there. We're going to unveil our app there, a mental health app. Didn't even talk about it, but it's going to be there.
No, pause.
Sorry.
Go ahead. No, hell no. Let's hold on 1 minute.
He said rewind that 1 second. Hold on.
You said SocialWorks app.
Yeah, so SocialWorks has an app coming out. For the past 3 years, we've been working on this thing called My State of Mind. And My State of Mind is just a direct response to communities saying they want more access to mental health providers. And we need to do that in a way that's culturally relevant, in a way that champions people. So a lot of time, right now, you're saying, like, you click on a website and it's like, so what's wrong? They be like, schizophrenia, anxiety, depression. All right, I'm just going to be honest with you. Half of y'all don't know what all those words mean, and I'm a part of that. You know, I don't know what exactly depression is or anxiety is, you know, so, like, why can't I get wellness from my blackness? I love my blackness. Why can't I get wellness because I love dogs or basketball or going on biking trips? You know, and there's a lot of providers out there that are able to give you the services or cater to your specialty while giving you a service that doesn't feel uncommon. So that's what My State of Mind is about. So you can go on the website right now. It's not going to be there, but December 16th, check out My State of Mind. We're doing a soft launch for it. Everybody in the museum is going to get an app. I mean, going to get a QR code to view the app. But also on top of that, we got Jesse White tumblers. Well, yeah, we got Heralds. They're coming out. So, you know, they're giving out like 2,000 free meals. Like, come on.
And I'm going to take like 3 of those meals.
Come on. like, don't tweak on yourself, yo. Get out there, yo. If you've been like, dang, man, I wish I had someone to go with. Like, go with yourself, yes, but also call up that cousin that you ain't been calling, yo, and apologize and bring them to the event. But get tickets on Event Noir, black-owned ticket company from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Alphas and shout out to all of Event Noir. You know, you can get your tickets for a night at the museum exclusively on Event Noir.
You know what? Before I get into this music break, lastly, man, how's it working with Chance?
Yo, it's so cool. It's so cool on a couple of different levels. You know, like he because he is who he is. Your office is just like something unimaginable one day. Like, I remember working outside of the United Center when we like partnered with the Bulls, or like we took our KOK kids to Six Flags, and we were like, yeah, we got to take a meeting in Six Flags. And they opened up their boardroom for us. So, like, a whole bunch of, like, uncouth, like, unconventional things like that happens. And then also, it's like, you know, he's just who he is. And, like, he has a whole nother bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, he's a Chicagoan. Yes, he cares. He's a philanthropist. But he also has, like, a pretty deep rapper bag. So, you know, he'll just pop up one day and be like, yeah, I just talked to blah, 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 and they said they down. And it's just like casually, you know, it changed the whole trajectory of a conversation. Like, oh yeah, I could just hit them up right now. Y'all want me to?
But of course.
Yeah, hit up Justin Bieber.
Like, yes. You're not finna say no.
I know, but he's just so like humble with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's really cool to have somebody, you know, who loves Chicago, loves the community the way he does, but also can get in this big CEO, like, Vanguard trailblazer bag whenever he feels like it. You know, very fortunate to be working with somebody like that.
Man, that's dope, man. Look at here. That was Justin Cunningham, SocialWorks Executive Director. Again, tickets is available right now. A night at the museum goes down December 16th. I'm popping out with my kids.
Be in the building, man.
It's going to be a good time. They may be giving away some Uggs. You know you getting a meal.
You got Harold. Hey, get that salt pepper mayo sauce on that. You feel me?
And Chance also dropped the record. You know, if you didn't know, you know now. And this record is going crazy. I just saw him release the launch for the merchandise. Saw a couple of the homies rocking it. It's available at chancestuff.com. And we finna go ahead. Matter of fact, before we get into this, don't forget, January 6th, Black Star Line Festival's going down in Accra, Ghana. I'm trying to make my way there. I want you to make your way there. Chance, Vic linked up with United Airlines to help provide discounts on flights, hotels.
Yeah, I've been seeing that, bro.
Y'all definitely if you ain't never been to Africa, this is a chance to go there because the discount gonna last until like January 17th or something like that. So y'all do that as well. Here's this new joint, you know, right here on iLLANOiZE Radio.